Hi guys, and welcome back to another video Gaming with the Powers. I'm Jake, and to back or not to back, that is always the question if you are in the hobby of board gaming. If this is your first time watching one of these videos from us guys, and basically to back or not to back, I'll be taking a look at a board game campaign on either Kickstarter or GameFound, and I'll be discussing the campaign, how to play the game, some things about the game, what I like about the game, what I don't like, should you back the game, and am I backing the game, okay? The goal is to try and do all of this within 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and dive right in, guys. For today's game, we're going to be taking a look on Kickstarter. Is called Sigil, all right? Sigil is a strategy dueling type game using certain stones, and this is coming to you from the same people that made Nut Hunt, all right? So let's go ahead and jump to the computer screen where I got the Kickstarter page pulled up. All right, so we have Sigil, the two-player battle and a strategy dueling game of arcane magic. This has 6 days to go, guys. At the time of me filming this video, 261 backers and 17,948 pledge of the 7,500 goal. So it is funded, guys, all right? As I told you, this is coming from Jasper and Pine Island Games, which is the same people that made Nut Hunt, which is a cool Ticket to Ride-esque type game with squirrels and stuff like that. Here they're doing a whole nother theme and looks like a whole nother game for Sigil, which is a strategy dueling game. So it's a two-player game, 20 minutes, about 12 or older, guys. So let's take a look down here. First, the pledge levels, right? We got the basic pledge level for 40 bucks, everything you need to play Sigil. We have the Acolyte version, which is $64, which is going to give you the game and then also give you a neoprene playmat of the game board, all right? And then we have the Adept level. So expand your premium selection with the base game, one neoprene playmat, and 2 custom wooden hex boxes made in partnership with Ravenwood wood marking, all right, for $159. And then we got the Archmage plan, $599, limited quality, only one of only a few. Show off Sigil with one collector's edition copy of Sigil, including lacquer, wooden game box, and live edge and Xboxy hedge boxes made in partnership with Ravenwood woodworking. All right, but basically the two pledges that you want to look at are the Arcanist pledge and the Acolyte pledge for $39 and $64. All right. So what are you getting in the box, guys? You're getting one game board. You're getting 15 spell little circles. You get 40 stones. You got 2 lock dice, and that is pretty much it. So how are you playing Sigil, guys? So the way Sigil is going to work is you're going to have a red player and a blue player, and what's going to happen is on your turn, you are going to place a stone, all right? So you will place a stone adjacent to one where you already have, all right? If it is onto the same space as a enemy stone or the stone of a different color that I surround, I can destroy that stone and remove that stone from the game. If it is not, you'll basically just push that stone onto another empty node that is adjacent to one of their nodes, all right? So then you can also make an optional move called a dash move where you sacrifice 2 of your stones to make an additional regular move of putting a stone down, all right? So the last thing you can do, guys, is you can optionally cast a spell, all right? And so in order to cast a spell, you must control all of the nodes of the spell with the stones of your color. Once you've done that, you can sacrifice these stones in order to cast that spell. However, you will earn a discount depending on how much mana you have, okay? And there's 3 mana nodes around the board, 2 in the bottom corners, one where the red player is going to start, and then the one where the blue player is going to start, and then one at the top. And so let's say I just control my mana node. Instead of having to cast or instead of having to discard 3 stones in this case, I would only have to discard 2, all right? So that's kind of how spells work. The overall purpose of the game, guys, is to try and destroy your opponent's stones, all right? And so it says right here, earn a 3-stone majority to win the game, all right? You're able to destroy your opponent's stones by casting spells, or if you control if you can surround one of your opponent's stones by all of your stones on the nodes, and then you bump that stone out, and it can't go anywhere, then that stone is destroyed, and then you gain an advantage, okay? So as soon as one player has a 3-stone advantage, they are declared the winner. The other way to end this game, guys, is by a player casting their 6th spell, all right? So once a player casts their 6th spell, that'll trigger the end game as well, and the player that has the most stones remaining is going to be the winner. So let's take a look at some of these stretch goals. So we got these heavy duty boards and punch boards for the spells. We got a box insert. We got embroidered felt bags. This is essentially Sigil in a nutshell, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. So things that I'm really liking about the game is, one, it's a two-player game, right? Specifically designed for 2 players. So me and my partner, hey, Sierra, we love, she really loves strategy games. And she really loves 2-player games, so this is looking right up her alley. And if you have a partner that you're playing majority of your games with, 2-player games, you can't pass it up. So that's really the first thing that I'm looking at. The second thing is, again, it's coming from a company in Pine Island Games that has made a game that me and Sierra do like in Nut Hunt. So I know that this is more than likely going to be a pretty good game and a well-produced production at that point, right? And heck, I might even get the game early because it said it was supposed to come in March of 2024. Nut Hunt came like 2 or 3 months early. So there is a chance that I could get this pretty early as well. So it's coming from a good company. The next thing is the playtime is relatively short, all right? 20 minutes for a game. And again, it's just the overall feel that I'm getting from this Sigil game is, you have games like chess, you have games like checkers, you have games like backgammon, mahjong, all those classic 2-player games that are kind of known throughout the ages of time. And I'm not saying Sigil is going to become one of those games, but it really gives you that feel using the stones. Like each of those games have their own separate thing. Chess has the chess pieces. Checkers has the checkers things. Mahjong has the tiles. Like now Sigil with these stones. And so it's kind of giving me that feel of being one of those classic 2-player easy to learn, very quick games that you can bust out and go head to head against each other, right? All right, so let's talk about my hesitations, guys. So the first thing is obvious for me is going to be the price point and value of the game, right? So the price point here is $40 for the base pledge. I feel like that's a little high for a game that's as simple as this. Now again, Pine Island Games is known for very good production of the game, and I can kind of see why the price point here is a little high, because it looks like to me that obviously the board is going to be, it looks like a pretty big board. It's going to be cardboard. You're going to have to, that's going to cost you a lot, right? It runs you a lot to produce those boards. But these beads here look almost like a crystalline bead, and these dice kind of look like metallic dice. And so if that's kind of the case where these are crystalline beads and these are metallic dice, I can understand the price point. But just in terms of value here, what you're seeing nowadays, guys, a lot of these smaller games like this Sigil, like the other game Nut Hunt in general, they're hitting retail and they are close to right around the price point of what you could actually get them for the Kickstarter project. And you don't even have to pay shipping, right? I can see it being around the same whether you back it on Kickstarter and pay for shipping, or maybe get it at retail for a little cheaper with shipping, right? Most local game stores, like we have a game store here that gives 20% off all games. Boardlandia kind of does the same thing. I think 15 or 20% on all their games. So I can see them having this game getting 20% off, and then you only have to pay $10 shipping. So it's kind of that same thing. So it's going to be around, I can see it being around the same price whether you back it on Kickstarter or don't, okay? But overall, the game does look very interesting. It is a unique 2-player game. I can see, again, being in that classic game category as like a chess, checkers, mahjong. It has that type of feel to it. So do I think you should back this game? I'm going to go ahead and give this one and say a pass, guys. I think if you're interested in this game, I think you should wait until this hits retail, because I really do feel like you can get this around the same price point at retail than you can via Kickstarter. All right, so that is my recommendation. Wait until it comes to retail if you're interested in the game, because I think you can pick it up around the same price point and not really have to pay shipping. All right, so what am I doing? I'm not backing the game. I'm doing the same thing. Look, I think this game is unique. I think this game is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and wait until this game actually comes out to retail, and then I'm going to kind of take a look at it a little bit further to see if it's something that I would not mind. But I know Sierra is definitely interested, and we'll have to wait to see. I'm going to put this on the Board Game Got Backed for June and see if she says I should back this game or not. But those are my thoughts. That's my recommendation. Those are my opinions, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, hit that like button on this video. Please help us out. And as always, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel, guys, so we can keep bringing you more awesome content. All right, y'all have a great one. Bye.